Hi, everybody. It's Andy here. I trust you are amazingly well. A very, very quick live from me this morning. It's a really exciting morning for me this morning. We're doing our first virtual book launch, which is connecting up Manny Martinez, who's in Washington State on the Pacific coast of the United States of America. It's early afternoon for Manny, late evening over in Aberdeen on the northeast corner of Scotland. We've got Alan Chapman joining us and myself down here on Australia's Gold Coast. It's about 6:30. In fact, it's just past 6:31 in the morning, which is a very, very important time of the day to me. My business being Gift 631 and me growing up at 631 Kenilworth Road, after which my business is named. So this morning I had to get up and I had to get right into the ideal performance state. Straight from the get-go, I've really got to make sure I'm in the zone and I'm performing to my best level for the virtual book launch in 25 minutes time. So how do I do that? Well, I have a really well-established morning routine, and it's called the 4M routine. And I'm going to keep coming back to this through this live series because it's had a really transformational impact on my life. And the 4Ms are movement, a mind cleanse, meditation, and then Mozart time. So how I started this morning, I didn't have time for full movement. So I just was up and down the stairs a few times. If you want to change your state, change your physiology. So that can be true at any time of the day. If you feel your energy slumping, just get up, do a few stretches, move around a little bit, walk around the office, walk up and down the stairs, as I've done this morning, whatever works for you. And then I just do a mind cleanse. And I'm really going to come back to this because there's massive power when you master the mind cleanse process, which is really just about cleansing everything that's in your mind down into your journal or your notepad, and then organizing it by value. As I say, I'll talk about that stage on a future call. Then I meditate, just sat myself quietly this morning, just centered myself, just relaxed myself, just focused myself. And then I just spent a few minutes of Mozart time, which is my daily appointment with myself. Again, it's going to be something I'm going to come back to through this series. And first of all, my Mozart time said, jump on YouTube and do one of these calls. So here I am. But secondly, this morning, again, limited time because I want to jump on the call and get set up with Manny. I just wrote down a few key words for the day. And sometimes my journaling is like that. So I just wrote down intentional. How intentional are you being in everything you do today, this week, this month, through your life? Purposeful. Have you got a clear sense of purpose? And are you living to that purpose? Joyful was actually my intentional word of the day, to be really joyful and happy in everything that I do today. And then a few expressions that I really use, I think they'll come up in the virtual book launch, that I really use to get my business going again in the midst of the COVID pandemic. What matters now was a real focusing question. What matters most? Making sure I'm thinking about my SMUT goals and my why and my desired future state. No drift. One of the expressions very early in my relationship with the amazing Jim Brandon that Jim taught me was to live a life without drift. And as soon as I start to drift, to refocus, re-energize, go back to those focusing questions and get myself going again. And then, as you can see, it's really sophisticated. I just took a piece of paper. I drew the two circles to make sure I'm operating in my circle of influence, really focus on things that I can influence every minute of every day, as opposed to things that concern me, over which I have no influence. And then down at the bottom, I just wrote down a few of my SMUT goals, which clearly we're going to talk about more over the rest of the series, the next books I'm writing, what I'm going to do with What Winners Do as my event series, the 4M Club, which really is going to be an expanded version of that 4M routine that I'm talking about, and some of the virtual programs that I'm going to create over the next few months. So massively exciting day today. After I've done the virtual book launch, I'm working with my eldest daughter, Emma, an amazing entrepreneur. We're going to create a fabulous Gift 631 website. I've also got my first telephone call with Apple, my amazing virtual assistant from over in the Philippines. So yeah, really tons of exciting stuff going on at the moment. A lot of it inspired by saying I'm going to do this live series. It's really made me decide, commit, and go and get into more purposeful, intentional action. So I'm going to leave you there. I'm going to jump on Zoom with Manny and Alan, and we're going to smash out an amazing virtual book launch. So wherever you are around the world, please keep winning. If you've got half an hour, 40 minutes spare, either right after this or next week, we're doing another one with Lisa Brindle and Ian Wade and Karen Gill over. They're UK based. If you want details of that, just leave me a comment, get in touch, and I'd love you to join us. Wherever you are in the world, as I say, keep winning, be joyful, be purposeful, be intentional.